I'm Neil Shearer, and the reason I'm here is because we thought the CVT was the charity for us, but back in May this year, they're asking the co-workers to sign a document to become employees, and otherwise, if they don't sign it, they will be evicted. And we don't want that. We want to live with the co-workers and their families, and that's the reason why we're here for this vigil tonight.
My name is Alan Hobson. I live in Bottom Village with Neil, with Cinda, and a lot of other people. And the other thing is, I don't like the changes of Bottom, where things are going, losing all our friends that we've known over the years. Because I've been in Bottom about 24 years now. About 24 years now I have. And I think it's very sad that we have to try and stop the changes. Because the CVT does not belong in Bottom Village. Bottom Village is our life, and Bottom Village is where we live. CVT does not live in Bottom Village. They only come to work in Bottom Village and grab our money. That's all they ever do, and they don't care about what we do on Bottom Village anymore.
I'm Jeffrey Spatman. I've lived in Bottom since I was 22. I'm now 65, and I also want to get rid of the CVT. Well, they've come to Bottom and they started changing certain rules that we can't live with our house parents, and they have to move into different houses. Some of them have been told that they have to work with a wage, and they don't want to. They threatened them to leave. They'll have to leave if they don't do it. I want to have it for Bottom, not for them. And the sooner we get rid of the CVT, the better. And when I first came here, we did everything for ourselves. And now they come and tell us what's got to be done. And if we don't do it, they threaten the co-workers and they have to leave. Some of them have already left Bottom. Paul Abel was accused, as far as I know, of fiddling the books in the office, and he was suspended. And then they found out he didn't do it, but he had still left Bottom, and he started another community down in Stroud with Helmut French. I didn't like it one bit. That really hurt me, and it tore me to pieces. And the same thing happened to David and Mary Wren.
My name is Lucinda Rees Johannesson. I was born in Oslo, Norway. I now live in Bottom. I like it because I've got people who are the same age as me, and there's people who care about me, and I can care about elderly people. Their family life is amazing because my first house was Bracken, and I had about 5 villagers plus me, and there was one villager called Emma Jury, and she can't speak. She's sort of handicapped, and she could only scream, and I tried to help as best as I could. I love working with them. I enjoy talking to them and playing with them. And I'm just coming to Stobby Hall, living with Hans and Lisa. They're just great house parents. I feel safe, I feel confident, and I can trust them. And with this craziness with the CVT, I feel in my heart that I would like to protect them from the CVT. Because if I don't protect them, I feel that Hugh John might want to remove them from Bottom.
They intimidated me when I was on the TV, when I was at BBC of the week, when I was sat outside the Danby Vicarage. And it made me very nervous when I was trying to speak. And when I was in Danby Hall the other week as well, when there were a lot of people there like there were today, they also tried to do it there, and that's what really put me off. A lawyer to protect me from what I've been saying, because the reason being is that we are not allowed by the CVT to talk to the villagers in Botton and the people that come to work here. I mean, sorry, come to work in Botton village, is that they are not allowed to even speak to us, which is not fair. I mean, Botton village has been going a long time. It's nearly 60 years now, it's Botton village, and it's quite an old village, but the thing is, Botton village is a good home.
I think it's important to live as a family with the house coordinators, and if they've got children, as a well-run unit. And to have that changed and even these changes thrust upon us, I don't agree with it.
The changes in Boston have been making me feel scared, upset and frightened.
We might end up one time with carers in the house, and we don't really want that. We don't like it.
It's an absolute scandal in terms of the lack of consultation that the villagers have had. They haven't been informed. There's been no conversation, dialogue with them at all. Their views and their intentions and what they want is simply not reflected in the proposed changes.
There's nowhere else to go. You haven't got anywhere else to turn. So you sit there thinking, well, where should I go for help? You know, and the police was one of the organisations, you know, we hoped could help us and come to our aid.
I just wish someone would pick the phone up and get the CVT out of Boston and tell them to leave us alone. I've had enough of it.